everybody, welcome back to the ROH show with Kirsty Graham. First of all, this week I really want to apologise for how late this is getting up, but it's because of the weather in the UK has been I don't even know when this video is going to get up. I've only just managed to watch, for me, Mondays but Fridays ROH TV episode. I haven't been able to stream Manhattan Mayhem quite yet, and that's all because of the amount of snow outside means that the internet is fucked, like completely. It took me 3 hours to watch a 1 hour ROH TV episode, and but with that said, it's quite hard to get basic things like milk and bread right now, vegetables, out of a supermarket because delivery trucks can't get in and stuff. So the internet's the last thing I should be complaining about, but if I'm going to have snow days, then I want wrestling. So, but with that said, I'm going to try and bang them out as soon as possible. Maybe tonight if I can get to stream Manhattan Mayhem, because I'm so looking forward to it. I've seen so many people on Twitter say really good things about the show, and I can't get to watch it yet, and it's really driving me insane. But with that said, I did get to watch this week's ROH TV episode, so we're going to talk about that, and I will try to get this uploaded at some point. I'm not sure when. I'm very sorry, guys. So the episode begins as it always does, showing you like the main event, main storyline from the last week coming forward, blah 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 blah, previously on ROH. So it showed you SoCal Uncensored and the Young Bucks and Adam Page, Young Bucks, and all the fuckery that ensued the week before, to which led Billy to come out, Billy Ray, to come out and do the enforcing job that he's there to do, and then plays the little intro. It's all great. Punk's there, Seth's there, Daniel's there, everybody's there, and we move on to Billy coming out, and he talks about the fact that there is not enough emphasis on the honour part of Ring of Honor anymore, that there's a lot of cheating going on, there's a lot of buffoonery, and as it's his, he doesn't want to be a bodyguard basically, but because he's the enforcer and that's what he's there to do, if things like what happened last week keep happening, he is going to keep coming out and he's going to do his job. Fair enough. So then we go on, and it's a kind of rematch for the first match of the night, but not really. Instead of a 6-man tag, it's just a normal tag. So they've took out Adam Page and Christopher Daniels, leaving the Young Bucks to verse Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian. So they get in the ring, go to have their match. The Bucks put their hands out for the Code of Honor. They didn't shake their hands, there was no Code of Honor. We move on, they're having their match, everything's great, lovely, and then about a few minutes into the match, Cody comes out like onto the front stage and down the stairs to join the commentary team with Colt and Ian, and kind of causes a distraction, but Cody sits down and they instantly start talking to him about everything that's been happening as of late, and Cody's like, Bullet Club's fine, like the only thing is that there's a difference between leadership at what leadership isn't a title, it is a way of life, it's that kind of deal. But Bullet Club's fine, and he keeps harping on about the fact that Ian loves Kenny, and Ian's like, no I don't, but Colt just keeps agreeing with him because he's a colour commentator. It's great. Cody talks about the fact that Tavern's still got his Ring of Honor. He's saying that that's a thorn in his side. He's talking about how Flip Gordon is just this little flat earther annoying little person, and he is psychotic, and I love him, but at the same time not completely taken away from the match that's going on, because while Cody's talking, the Bucks, there's a stage, so inevitably Matt flips off it, does a high spot, inevitably, of course he does, there'll be gifts of it already, but so the match goes on and everything's fine. Cody doesn't get involved, which I was surprised about. I was like, Cody's definitely getting involved in out's coming Billy Ray again, but they didn't. Cody just kind of cheered them on when they were at ringside. He was like, get up, do things, but like in his psychotic way that I fucking love Cody right now. He's so good. So the Bucks win. I want to say the Bucks win that match pretty cleanly, and we move on. So the match ends, everything's cool, Cody's helping the Bucks and whatever else. Matt's still playing up this back injury from neons ago. Oh, really enjoyable match. Everything that it should be for an opening and for any tag match, really. It's just standard, lovely, moving on swiftly. So we cut backstage next, and Silas Young attacks Kenny King, who is going on tonight on the episode to face for the TV title. And it is Milanis and Beer City Bruiser end up holding him up. Silas is shit talking him. He's like, you want a TV title rematch? Fine, we'll do it. Because again, the last time they faced, there was some interference. So that's to hype up your main event. Then we got some 16th anniversary hype, which I am very hyped for. I cannot wait. Like, this period of wrestling for any wrestling company during the year, like, this is when between January, between Wrestle Kingdom and like Mania, like everything in between that, from everybody just about, I would say, is always just, it's wrestling season, people, and it's going to be great. So the promo done what it had to, got me hyped as all holy hell. And they also announced that they're coming back to the UK, and I cannot wait. I don't care that I have to go 50 miles. I'm going to that ROH show, and I'll probably put some like videos and stuff in here of when I'm there, so that'll be in May, a little while from now, but you know. So then anyway, so they are they show a promo for the Women of Honour tournament for the title, and I think everybody pretty much agrees at this point that we're looking at Brandy, Mandy Rose, Tenille Dashwood, Emma, and Kelly Clean. Like, those are probably going to be your 4 finalists. I'd like to see if any of you disagree, but even watching the promo thing that they done for it, like showing some of the bits of the matches, showing the card for where we are just now, I'm going to get something out on that, I promise. Just the weather and internet, I'm very sorry. But we are going to get that done, and but yeah, it was basically showing you a promo for Kelly and about how she's been on. It's like 800 days at this point, maybe longer. Are we at 1,000 yet? Like, she's my pick, and I think anybody who says it's not, I mean, again, out of those 4, they're all pretty much like your 4 mainstream Women of Honour ladies. So it could technically be any of them. They could totally pull one from under us, and that's when Kelly like loses this unbelievably long winning streak. But at the moment, I'm still picking her. She's got to kill everybody. Sorry. I'm very excited for the matches and the finals and to see how it all plays out. But those are my 4 for like your final 4. Is Brandy, Mandy, that rhymed low, Kelly and Tenille, Emma. Those are my 4. So they showed us a little bit about that, and then it was a good chunk of time actually for your TV title match. So out comes Kenny King, being Kenny King. I do love him. And he's being him, and then out comes Silas Young, your TV champion, with Beer City Bruiser and Milanis, and they're kind of standing on the they're standing on this side. They're not on like hard. I suppose it is hard cam for them, but like opposite the stage side of the ring, they're like at both posts there. And surprisingly, like, Silas is a brawler. Like, and out and out, like, that's his strong point of wrestling. He's a brawler. But this was a wrestling match. For most of it was a wrestling match. But like, to start with, they wrestled, like chain wrestled, and it was not expecting. But I'm always there for some chain wrestling. So the match started, and then inevitably, of course, there's 2 big guys on the outside. Interference. And then out comes Bully. So that was the setup from earlier in the show, that he would keep getting involved. Not for the same match, but like across the board, which was nice. And so he comes out and he tells them, and I quote, "Get the fuck out of here." lovely. And everybody cheers, he gets them out, and then the match for that was about 10 minutes into the match, and I remember thinking this has maybe got another 7 minutes, 10 minutes to go. But I think it got easily another 15, 18 minutes after this. Like, it was quite a long TV match, but ROH are known for that, and I love a good long TV match, so I was here for it. They get ejected, people singing whatever else, chanting, and then they keep wrestling. And it turns into like this false finish, kick out, epic fucking, I don't even know how to describe it, but it was just, wasn't the match I expected them to have. But I love being surprised when wrestlers go, no, I'm not just a high spot guy, or I'm not just a brawler guy, I'm not, like, we can do some really good, it's a really good match, especially for a TV match, for the length of time they gave it as well. But it was a TV title, and ROH are not shy of giving their title matches, whether they're on TV or pay-per-view, they're not shy of giving them a good chunk of time to tell a story. Silas ends up like right in Kenny's eyes at one point, and then there was a lot of Kenny like doing not quite schoolboy roll-ups, but like some form of athletic thing into roll-ups, and like almost catching him off guard. But it really seemed like Silas was, they ended up having a verbal exchange near the end of the match after like a good few false finishes like in a row. Like, in quite, I remember Colt saying at one point that he felt as if the action had been going like solidly for 5 minutes, and it genuinely did. It was just pumping out. It was lovely though. And so they went from so they're like both not quite there, they're selling very well, and they're getting up, and there's that spot where everybody does when the match is at a point you need 5 minutes, so you're just going to shit talk for a few minutes, maybe slap each other a little bit. And Silas is like, you're not going to beat me, boy, you're not going to beat me. And Kenny's like, we'll see. And then again, another couple of feeds and spots, and then they're in the corner, and Kenny does this, I'm trying to think how to describe it. It was almost like he went for a twist in Hurricane Rana. Not even, like a twist and sunset flip, but as he flipped, it brought him into a roll-up, and I thought that was slick as hell. It was smooth as anything from both of them. But that's how he got the pin, and I was like, oh damn. And I'm not even mad that Kenny's TV champion again. I think he fits really nicely in there right now, because he's not quite, I hate saying that, but like, he's so good, but there's just this little bit missing. So like, the TV title seems like the right slot for him to try and get him to realise what that little bit is that's missing to take him to being, because I've no doubt at some point Kenny King is going to be a world champion, but there's just a little bit missing for me right now, and if he can tweak whatever that is, I'll be all on board, because I've liked Kenny for like a long time, like original ROH, and then going like through into TNA, I watched him there too, and then when he's come back, and I'm like, yay. He's really good, and there's no denying he's really good, but there is just a little something. But with that said, TV title is the perfect place for him, especially being the Selfie King, and I'm really glad that he has it back, because he was a babyface, and I was supposed to want him to win, and I do like him, and I do like Silas Young, but because he's that kind of heel, I'm like, oh, fuck you, don't like you, because he's really fucking good at being a heel. So there's this one spot, sorry that I'm like chatting back and forth, but I've just watched it, so, and while the internet's up, I want to try and get this recorded and out, so sorry that I'm a little bit all over the place. But there's this one spot in the match where Silas is like wobbly on his feet, and because Kenny has his leg, like Kenny's got his leg like this holding it, and he almost falls, and everybody's like, way, like looking like the most unathletic person in the ring. And I don't know if this was planned or not, or if they just off the cuff, but he almost falls in his ass and looks like one of the most athletic people to be in the ring that night. To then he has this like assisted backflip, but lands on his feet. But as he lands, Kenny just grabs him into this beautiful spine buster, and probably my favourite spot of the night in terms of just how pretty it looked. But the finish as well, the roll up was just, because it was all twisty and just, I loved it. It was a really good match. Really enjoyed this episode of ROH. Kenny's your new TV title champion. Well deserved, as I've said. Good little episode, but I really want to watch Manhattan Mayhem. I tried to say Madness for some reason, but that's not what it's called at all. But as soon as I watch that, guys, I promise I'll come record something else, hopefully a little bit less choppy than this, but I'll come record something and then I'll get that up. But again, sorry for the delay, blame the goddamn snow. The UK, it's not like Canada, like we're not ever prepared. We know the snow's coming, but we are never prepared for it, so we end up snowed in and the internet doesn't work. I hate it. But with that said, and my whining about the weather all the way through this, I'll get it up as soon as possible, guys, and don't send me spoilers. But yeah, I'll see you next week. No, I won't. I'll see you. It's not an episode of... Fuck. So with that said, guys, we'll just keep letting this roll. So with that said, guys, weather permitting, I will get this up and I will get Manhattan Mayhem up as well, and we'll keep rolling from there. And then we're well on our way towards the 16th anniversary show, which I think we're like just over a month away from. I'm so excited. That and Supercard of Honor, like probably two of my favourites, and Final Battle. I think they're like my three favourite pay-per-views that ROH in general will do. But Honor Rising's starting to creep up, but that's technically New Japan, so... But anyway, I will see you guys as soon as I can get the next one up. So with all that said, guys, remember and go check out WrestlingWrestling.com, which is where most of my stuff's going to be about ROH and other various New Japan LinkedIn things and Women of Honor and indie goodness. WrestlingWrestling.com, but everything's going to be over there if you're a WWE fan, ROH fan, New Japan fan, TNA fan, Lucha fan, female wrestling fan, Stardom fan, Shimmer fan, PWG. Like, if it's wrestling, it's going to be over there, so head over there. Thank Andre Corbio for bringing us all together to do something really, really cool. As usual, I'll be on my Smacked Up Wrestling YouTube channel, doing my use there. The weather has stopped my WrestleCrate box coming. That's still coming, but goddamn weather ruining lives. But that'll be up at some point as well, as usual. My Twitter, my like all of that good stuff, all my socials are the same, but it'll be down below. Leave me a comment, tell me what you really liked, start talking to me about ROH. And yeah, I'll see you later, guys. Bye!